happening right now. Jury selection is underway in the federal trial of the man accused of attempting to kill President Trump while he was running for his second term. Prosecutors say Ryan Ruth perched a rifle through the fence of a golf club in West Palm Beach, creating a sniper's nest near where Mr. Trump was golfing. Ruth has chosen to represent himself in the trial, but court-appointed attorneys are on hand as standby counsel. He wanted to ask potential jurors about their views on the war in Gaza, the talk of the U.S. acquiring Greenland, and what they would do if they were driving and saw a turtle in the road. The judge approved most of the other questions for jurors submitted by prosecutors, and 3 batches of 60 jurors filled out questionnaires today. Right now, Ruth faces 5 charges, including attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate. And with that said, welcome into Fox 10 Live on your Monday. I'm Ashley Mitchell in for Shelby Myers. Let's get straight to it. Well, the end of a tariff exemption is hitting international mail hard, and the U.S. Postal Service is feeling the impact. The United Nations Postal Agency reports that commercial mail traffic into the U.S. has dropped more than 80% since the Trump administration ended de minimis tariffs on low-cost imports. This change took effect August 29th, adding new duties on parcels worth $800 or less. Rates now range from 10 to 50%. Now, collecting those fees falls to foreign carriers or others approved by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The Universal Postal Union says it's now working on new tools to help postal operators around the world better calculate those duties and taxes. And here at home, while most local municipal elections may be behind us, there are several races still undecided, including the race for Mobile mayor. With no clear winner, voters will head back to the polls in a runoff. And just 1 week from today, the 2 candidates, former Judge Spiro Chirigatis and State Representative Barbara Drummond, will face off right here at Fox 10. The debate happens next Monday at 6 p.m. It's moderated by Fox 10 News anchors Cameron Taylor and Lenise Lagan. We'll cover everything from local commerce to public safety. You can watch it live right here on Fox 10, and we'll also be streaming it on the Fox 10 Gulfstream TV app. But for now, let's go to Dacian Smith with a preview of what he's working on for Fox 10 News at 5.
It's a big day in the city of Mobile now that the hospital-based violence intervention program has officially been launched. It's called HALO, which stands for Healing in Life Opportunities. This program has been about a year or so in the making, and it's proven successful in other parts of the country. It's a collaborative effort between the city of Mobile, University Hospital, and the Mobile County Health Department. The goal of the program is to connect with gunshot wound victims right there in the hospital when they're the most susceptible to change, and connect them with valuable resources to help them navigate life as they move forward after they get out of the hospital. Now, coming up at 5, I'll tell you why this program is so needed here in Mobile and how it works.
Well, let's take a look at the Fox 10 weather app. Luckily, nothing on radar right now, so let's just look at our tropical update using the Fox 10 weather app. Luckily, right now, as we are approaching the peak of hurricane season, the Atlantic is staying quiet. There's no new development expected over the next 7 days, which is exactly what we like to hear. But back at home, beautiful sunny skies over at Orange Beach, 86 degrees. We have that southerly flow coming in at 8 miles per hour, and that dew point is getting close to the 70s, so adding on a few degrees to the actual feels like temperature out there. But either way, still feeling beautiful out there. Not much of a chop going on in the waters, but tomorrow that does change. That is one thing to keep in mind. Temperatures right now across the area, upper 80s. We have 87 in Mobile, 88 in Navarre, 89 in Crestview, 91 in Evergreen, 86 in Grove Hill, 85 in Chatham, and 84 in Lucedale. Now that muggy meter, it's been a beautiful, pleasant day. It felt amazing out this morning. Actually a little chilly if anything, but we have some moisture coming back in. So we're still going to be in that a bit humid category, but as you can see, that humidity starts to build back in, and we'll be grazing that muggy line into this evening. Here's a look at our forecast dew point. So that dry air starts to move out for our Tuesday, a little bit more humidity coming in. Our northern spots are going to be a little bit drier compared to our coastal spots. And then that moves through into Wednesday. Then we start to dry out coming into Thursday, 49 in Monroeville for a forecasted dew point. Then our coastal areas start to transition into drier air as well. So got to enjoy the less humidity while we can. A little bit more humidity coming in tomorrow. But for the next 5 hours, sunny skies out there. Temperatures near 88 degrees by 5 o'clock, 82 by 7 o'clock. Mostly clear into partly cloudy sky nights, then 79 degrees by 8 o'clock. Our rain chances over the next 16 hours, though, we could have some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder into the overnight hours. We have a 10% chance of rain starting at 8 o'clock, then a 20% chance at 9 and 10 o'clock, and then that starts to fizzle out as we get into the midnight hours. Let's see that on our future cast here. Could see some showers and possible thunderstorms developing in northwest Florida around 6 o'clock, and that could push into Baldwin County, some of our northern counties, especially near Thomasville and Atmore. Then that starts to move from the east to the west. This will go on till about 9 o'clock, and then you can see a lot of them start to fizzle out a little bit more, maybe just some showers developing until about midnight, start to make their way across the bay into Mobile County as well. Then they fizzle out around 2 o'clock in the morning. Could see some offshore showers when we wake up Tuesday morning, but for the most part, we stay dry starting on Tuesday. Those rain chances actually going down as we get into the Tuesday day. Overall tonight, a few clouds, those showers could linger, but a lot of us will stay dry. Temperatures in the upper 60s, some of us in the lower 70s. That rain chance is at a 10 to 20% chance. We have that northeast wind at 9 miles per hour. Then tomorrow's forecast, a little bit of the same as today, but we have a little bit more of that added on humidity. So we have that pleasant morning. We have a nice breeze out of the northeast at 9 miles per hour. Temperatures near 70 degrees. Then by the afternoon, we get close to 90 degrees. We have a stray shower or storm likely. Then we have winds out of the east northeast at 11 miles per hour. So that is where all that humidity is going to be coming in. But for a 7-day forecast, a pleasant 7-day forecast at that. That's one thing we were talking about all weekend. Nick and I were very pleased with how we saw these temperatures. A lot of them are near average. Rain chances are not really present except for tomorrow, and those look to be drying out overall, and our lows are staying in the upper 60s.
Hey, no complaints here, Hannah. We'll take it. My favorite forecast for sure in a while, but this is also my favorite part of Fox 10 Live, taking a look at pictures and videos submitted from viewers like you. I think it's an awesome opportunity to see what's going on in the community because we can't be everywhere at once.
We cannot, and honestly, it's one of my favorite things, especially the sunrise and the sunset pictures. The storm pictures, too, are also my favorite.
We have a lot of those today, so let's go and
do.
roll those pictures. First up, we have this picture submitted by David and Laura Kleinetland overlooking Fairhope Beach. Take a look at that.
That is absolutely stunning. They sent in a few pictures and you can just really see the progression of the sunset out there. I love seeing it over the blue sky too, like the horizon has all those pretty colors and right above it you see those blue skies. That is my favorite thing about down here. I feel like you just can't really compare the sunsets to the Midwest, except in the winters. Those are really pretty, but for the most part, they're not all that exciting.
Definitely can't compete, absolutely. And obviously Fairhope Beach is a beautiful area to watch this. A hidden gem as well. I don't know if you spent a lot of time out there.
I actually have not. I think I went there maybe one time before, and I think that was freshman year, but I definitely need to make my way back there. I've not been to the beach in a hot minute though, overall.
You should. It's beautiful.
I do.
There.
I need to change that.
Another sunset picture, this time from Fort Walton Beach, submitted by Terry Neiman. And look, we have yet another beautiful picture.
See, this is my favorite part about going to the beach. I need to go to the beach for a sunrise. Now that I'm used to waking up really early for the weekend shift, I just need to do that on like a Friday.
Are you more of a sunrise or sunset person?
Well, I like my sleep, so probably a sunset, but I'm willing to change that. But you got to look at the environmental conditions to know really if it's going to be illuminating.
That is a good point, and you know all about that.
I am never disappointed by a beach sunset picture, though.
Okay, well, speaking of the morning, Donna Joyner was up on September 6th, and she was taking a look at Orange Beach, Alabama's beautiful sunrise. I know it's early, Donna, but you captured something stunning for us while we were asleep.
Absolutely beautiful out there. Look at those cotton candy clouds too. I love the pinks and orange. See, I just need to get out there during a morning. I think the Orange Beach sunrises and sunsets are just absolutely stunning. This one in particular, actually, we showed it during the morning show on Saturday. It was a little bit more orangey outside and illuminating over the water, but it was absolutely
Listen,
gorgeous.
I've never regretted waking up early for a sunrise. It's kind of difficult, but once you're out there, it's peaceful. I mean, you're beating the crowds. There's really no one out there. It's just you and Mother Nature and the beauty all around you. All right, well, this is from Ron Johnson now. He says, what kind of cloud is this over Jaguar Stadium? Hannah.
So what's funny is we're going to show another picture after this, but I think this is showing that thunderstorm that moved through Saraland. This was on Saturday. That was the one chance of rain we had like all week last week. Just a heavy downpour from that storm. So that is just an basically off in the distance thunderstorm.
What
is what
an
we're looking
interesting
at.
shape. It's a little hard to tell from here, but it looks a little boxy at the top almost,
Yes.
with several layers underneath it. Is there a specific name for this type of
So
cloud?
the one that a lot of people will hear the most, there are other ones we can use as well, but they're a little bit more specific. But cumulonimbus cloud is what we look at for thunderstorms.
My favorite. And those are the big puffy.
Yes.
Correct.
If they're building up, that's how you know there's instability in the air.
Hey, I'm gonna try to impress you this one. I do know what cirrus clouds are.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Isn't it the wispy clouds?
Yes.
Put me on the spot here. Alrighty, let's go. Do I get a gold star today?
Yes, you do.
All right, let's go. All right. Well, up next we have this picture submitted by Susie Smith. This is Highway 43 in Saraland.
So this is what I was referring to, is that picture possibly showing that specific thunderstorm. So that was all on Saturday. This one was also on Saturday as well. You can see the heavy downpours, the little black shading, that is it downpouring, honestly.
Wow.
And the clouds, it's interesting too, because it looks like you can see the beginnings of the sunset, a little bit orangey
And look
in the
at those
background.
pockets of light in
Yeah,
the
that
clouds
is
as
another
well.
thing that I was talking about when Linda was going through these
Yeah.
photos. I'm like, look at the way the cloud is highlighting. It's just so pretty,
It's
the
so
way the sun
interesting.
can shine through. Because these were weaker thunderstorms that moved through the area. There's probably like one rumble or two of thunder, but for the most part, a lot of us just saw rain if we did experience anything, but we only had a 30% chance of rain on Saturday.
That's true. That's so, I mean, it's so neat. I think there's nothing more breathtaking than watching that thunderstorm move in.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
lots of opportunities, obviously, to do that down here on the Gulf Coast, but I was on vacation earlier this week in Arley, Alabama, about 5 hours north of here, and I was sitting on our deck, and it was bright and sunshiny on one side where I was sitting, and then far off in the distance, in this kind of mountainous range, you could just see the beautiful, just rain pouring down, and there was a little bit of lightning, so we did go inside, but always something neat to witness.
See, you should always go inside when there's lightning. I am not always the smartest and don't do that, but back home, my dad and I, our favorite thing to do in the summertime is watch the thunderstorms come in from the east, from Rockford.
Wow.
And you could just see them way off in the distance, because, you know, in the Midwest, everything's more flat, so you can see everything miles and miles
Right.
away.
Oh, yes, you can. We know about that life for sure. Well, thank you to those of you who submitted these beautiful photos on this Monday. As always, we want to see your pictures and videos. You can submit them online at fox10tv.com or through our Fox 10 News app. More Fox 10 Live is on the way after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back in this afternoon. Some of country music's younger stars may soon be taking home a handful of hardware.
Lainey Wilson, Ella Langley, and Megan Maroney each received 6 nominations for the 59th Annual Country Music Association Awards.
Zach Top picked up 5 CMA nods, while Riley Green and Cody Johnson both collected 4.
Johnson, Wilson, Morgan Wallen, Chris Stapleton, and Luke Combs are nominated for Entertainer of the Year.
So the show will air live from Nashville on November 19th. Are you a big country music fan?
I do like country music. I never watched the awards show.
Sure.
So, but I've seen clips of it on TikTok and stuff like that, but never actually fully sat down and watched it.
We are obviously in the deep south where country music is big. We grew up in the Midwest, so I didn't really grow up listening to country music, but I have played catch up. I'm a huge Lainey Wilson fan, Megan Maroney as well. Ella Langley is up and coming, and I think it's incredible because all 3 of the women I just mentioned are pretty young.
They are, yes. Where I'm from specifically, I live in like the farmy town of Illinois, so we listen to a lot of country music, and Country Thunder is not far from where I'm from either, so.
Gotcha. Love it. Congrats to all of them. Well, it's never fun dealing with a stomach ache, whether you're a person or a 200-pound bear in Istanbul, Turkey.
This bear named Octon was rushed to a veterinary hospital after indulging in a little too much fruit.
Yeah, he even had to get an MRI, but the scan came back clean, and after some rest, Ocon was released back to the wildlife center he calls home.
Believe it or not, this isn't his first tummy ache either. A few years ago, he overdid it again on fruit as well.
Me too, Oka, me too. Now caretakers are tweaking his diet to help keep him comfortable and, of course, out of the clinic. I relate to Oken in more ways than one.
as well. Sometimes fruit just hits very differently, especially during the summer months. The watermelon, kiwis, strawberries.
Good reminder for all of us, whether you're a bear or a human, for sure.
Yes.
Well, it's time to hang 10, and this time it's the dogs that are taking the lead here.
The longest running dog surfing competition is back on the beach.
Dozens of four-legged surfers took to the waves Sunday at the Del Mar Dog Beach for the 20th annual Surfathon in San Diego.
The surfers showed off their skills in a 10-minute heat judged on ride length, confidence, wave technique, and pure enthusiasm.
I can tell. All proceeds go straight to the Helen Woodward Animal Center, helping orphan pets and supporting life-saving programs. I always love when there is an important cause for these types of events.
I do too. Oh my God, look at his little hat.
Hey, could Stormy do this? That's the real question.
She probably will fall off. She is terrible at balance, so.
Stormy's a better spectator, for sure.
She is. But let's take a look at the weather. Maybe Stormy will appreciate this tonight. Sunny skies will continue through your evening, but temperatures start to go down into the lower 80s, especially near sunset. But overnight tonight, we will slowly go down into the 70s, 78 by 9 o'clock tonight. A lot of us will make it to the lower 70s and the upper 60s for our overnight low. Tomorrow's forecast overall, that humidity does start to come back, so we have another warm afternoon, and there's a potential for storms, but only a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. A lot of models are not supporting a lot of showers and thunderstorms to develop like we thought tomorrow. We originally had a 30% chance. Now we're back to a 20. So 88 degrees out there, partly cloudy skies. The wind out of the east northeast at 11 miles per hour. So another breezy day. Forecast highs for tomorrow, right where they're supposed to be. 88 degrees for a high in Mobile, 87 in Gulf Shores, 88 in Navarre, 87 in Crestview, 89 in Evergreen, 88 in Grove Hill, and 89 in Calvert. And since a little bit more humidity comes back, our heat index value is going to be a few degrees above where our actual atmospheric temperature is, but not by much. We'll be in the lower 90s, 90 by 2 o'clock, 91 by 4 o'clock. So for the most part, another warm day out there, but nothing we aren't used to. Our forecast winds, though, we've been seeing this northerly flow. Well, now we transition into a more easterly flow, which it is going to be a breezier day tomorrow, but this actually is going to affect our beach forecast. That's one thing we will be talking about in a second. Our afternoon planner shows plenty of sunshine out there. We'll get up to about 87 degrees by 1 o'clock, then 89 by 4 o'clock. Here's a look at the futurecast to show that very limited rain chance. This is noon on Tuesday. Maybe some partly cloudy skies, a little bit of increase in that cloud coverage. Could see some spotty showers develop near Pensacola around 7 o'clock, but for the most part we start to dry out as we make our way into Wednesday. Now here's a look at our beach forecast. We have a high risk of rip currents over the next 2 days, and that is because we have the winds coming out of the east. So when that happens, it usually makes our wave heights a little stronger, and then also makes our waves come in a lot harder along the coastline. So that is one thing to keep in mind. If you are going to the beach over the next 2 days, stay out of the water. And then we go back to a low risk on Thursday. So that is great news, but have a backup plan.
Absolutely, Hannah. Thanks for the update there. Well, when you think back to middle school, there's usually one teacher who makes a lasting impression. At one South Carolina school, that teacher is 81 years young and still going strong. As Lisa Wiseman shows us, he says working with young people is his calling.
There are staples to any middle school gym class you'd recognize, no matter how old you are or where you went to school. A scoreboard, squeaky sneakers, and a teacher with a whistle. And if you ever went to Gregg Middle School, chances are high you'd recognize this gym teacher.
It's just every day I get up, it's a blessing.
And Coach Ike Bullard has been getting up and going to school for a long time, almost 70 years longer than these students have been alive.
81 going on 18.
81 years old and still overseeing a game of Frisbee.
It's fun. Every day's fun. Every day's a holiday. A lot of people don't want to come to work, but crap, I love it.
His office just off the gym floor dotted with military commendations. He was awarded the Purple Heart. Pictures of his mother, he comes from 5 generations of teachers, and notes from students.
He's running all around the gym and stuff, not where he's supposed to be. So he wrote me a letter of apology.
If that signed name at the bottom there rings a bell, Yannick Smith now plays football at East Carolina University, one from the generations of students who've learned from Coach Bullard.
I've taught probably somewhere around 44,000 people, 44,000.
And some of them now co-workers in math.
So you were one of his students?
I was one of his students, and then he actually coached me in football too as well.
And right there in the gym.
And Coach actually coached both of us, and now we both get to work with him, so that's pretty cool too.
Inspiring all who walk into his gym.
Every kid wants to be wanted. And we got to show them that they're wanted.
What an amazing story and legacy there. Coach Bullard also coaches 9th grade football at a high school. Proof that you can make a difference no matter your age and where you are in life. With that said, thank you for watching Fox 10 Live on your Monday. Be sure to stick around for Fox 10 News at 4 in 30 minutes. Oh, and right now you're taking a live look through our social experiment camera over downtown Mobile. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back.
But also,
well, just another day of us talking too much, so unfortunately we're going to have to say goodbye for now, but thanks for watching Fox 10 Live on your Monday. Be sure to stick around for Fox 10 News at 4, which is starting in just over 30 minutes. It's a beautiful Monday out there. Enjoy.